Alright, so a couple things before we get this video started. One, I just got off the phone with the place I ordered the cylinder heads from, and I don't like to yell at people, especially in customer service. I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do, but I told the dude straight up, it's been a fucking month since I ordered these heads, and we need to figure something out. Either get me my fucking money back, or send me another set of heads, or whatever, because this is bullshit. And two, I just got Xbox Live and Forza Horizon 4, so I'm gonna be wasting my entire holiday break playing this thing. So if any of you guys want to get on there and laugh at me trying to drive this, my gamer tag is Snydertron 3000, pretty easy to remember. And I started a team called the Sick Nasty Crew, so if you guys want to join that, send an invite. But yeah, aside from that, we're still waiting on parts right now. It is Friday the 21st, I think. This video is probably going to go up on Monday, so tomorrow's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys enjoy your holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you didn't see my YouTube community post, I'm going to be trying to kind of hopefully take this week off, but I'm going to still post videos. Hopefully I'm going to post 3 like Q&A videos, so I'm going to run over to the garage now and try and get the old man to sit down with me and answer some questions. I think last time I checked there were like 70 questions you guys answered, so we're going to try to break that up into 3 videos so we can get a little bit more in-depth with them and hopefully answer all of them. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna head over there now. Okay, so the first one is from 276 Speed Shop. When will we come to our senses and LS swap the black truck?
After I blow this motor up.
That's pretty much what I was thinking too. We'll probably just run this one as long as we can and then kind of make it up from there. One cammed SS. Have we ever considered building a smaller truck like an S10 or a Sonoma? I think about that a lot actually because they're super light and they're super cheap.
Remember the one S10 lower we had?
That white one? Yeah, we had...
the black one.
Oh.
Yeah, you hit a deer with the front end?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Oh, I love that truck.
That was a nice truck. It was like a 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
It was the more rounded one. And that one, single cab, short bed, lowered. It had the 2
round effects.
Yeah, full like body kit.
Yeah.
It was like one step nicer than like a Ricer truck, but it was a good truck. But
Nice
it
truck.
put a lot of miles on it. Whatever happened to that? Sold that.
Traded that and a cop car, well, that and the Jeep for, no, I traded just the Jeep for the cop car.
Yeah, the Jeep for that and the cop car.
Yeah.
Sold the cop car. I don't remember whatever happened to the truck. Traded, I think we traded it for something.
Probably
Sold
did.
it. I don't remember. Let's see. Outlaw MXZ. Yeah, Outlaw MXZ says, I have an 04 GMC with a 4.8 and I'm thinking about turboing it. Would you do that to a 4.8?
Yeah.
I absolutely
Yeah. Yeah.
4.8s love turbos because they
It's
have...
better than the 5.3.
It is. Just the stroke works out perfect for it.
Yep. If you're gonna turbo one, do a 4.8.
Like for James Brown, I would like to find a cheap 4.8 to put in that and then throw this 5.3 in. I don't know if they can see that on camera.
I'd rather put the 5.3 in here with twin turbos.
Yeah. Or a nice blower. But yeah, absolutely.
They'll put out more horsepower.
00 Nut, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, 00 Nut. Why did kamikazes wear helmets when they were going to die anyway? That's a good question.
To cover up the sound of the airplane, and they had microphones and ear things so they could hear.
You know, I actually do think I remember reading about the sound thing.
That's why when you get on helicopters, even tour ones, you put on headsets because you can't hear nothing over the motors.
You're a genius. Justin Darden, nitrous on Jack Black or no? I would like to someday.
I'm scared of nitrous.
I think if it's done right, it's fine. But us doing it right is kind of a scary thing.
A few friends I know had nitrous on mud trucks. And yeah, we were stupid, probably high at the time, but they kept exploding.
I would like to do like a 150 shot, just because I've never played with nitrous before. I don't know.
It'd be nice.
It's kind of cheap too. You can get like a complete kit for less than 1,500 bucks.
Watching all these car shows, drag week, all this. It's like nitrous compared to a supercharger, procharger. Well, I don't know about the procharger, but a blower, it's instant power out of the hole. Then you're on horsepower the rest of the way to where a turbo keeps building power all the way to the end of the track.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody's switching over to turbos. Plus you don't blow your motors all the time.
And you're using wasted energy from the
Yeah.
exhaust. So I mean, it's not really, but it's kind of as close to free horsepower as you can get. But I guess you could say the same thing about nitrous, because
Well,
it's
like
not
street
costing
outlaw,
the
all
energy.
the ones that switched over to the turbos, they're not having to rebuild their motors every other race.
It's because they're not running like 14 or 15 to 1 compression either. They're like 9.5 to 1.
I mean, they're just, yeah.
The one thing I like about like a centrifugal style blower instead of like a roots blower is the higher up in the RPM you go, the higher the power gets too. It's almost like a perfect linear curve.
Yeah.
So that's nice. If doing an LS swap, this is X-Chin, if doing an LS swap on an OBS and possibly pro-charging it, will the stock 4L60 hold up, or might as well go 4L80? Well, I feel like I can answer this. When I got Goldie Hawn, which is up on the hoist right there, the 4L60 was supposed to be brand new, and 2 days after I bought it, I lost third and fourth gear, so I had it rebuilt, and it's lasted about 1.5 years of constant abuse. So I mean, the 4L60 could hold up, but eventually it's going to go out, and when it does, if you're trying to make any power, you might as well just go 4L80.
But the transmission held up until you put the procharger on, supercharger.
Right.
After that, it went downhill fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So more horsepower, they don't hold up.
I think if I had a good converter and like a shift kit in it, it would help too. Because it's a bone stock transmission. Stock like 1200 stall converter and like abuse every day of its life. So it might last a little bit, but you might as well just go 4L80. Justin Baker, how's Goldie running? Any luck with the tune? Well, it's still on the hoist right now, so hope that answers your question. Martinez 1701A, thanks for making that simple. I have an LS1 that ate a few bearings. Block is good, and so are the pistons. I was playing with the idea of throwing in LR4 crank and rods to make it a 5.1, and I mean, do it. Might as well. I don't know if those pistons will work, because I think, I could be wrong and just talking on my ass, but I think like on the piston, depending on the stroke of it, it'll have the pin at a different compression height. So I don't know if those pistons will work. They might, but it's something to think about.
I have no freaking idea. Right over my head.
Let's see. Can we get a video of painting the hood on Goldie to match? Probably not.
I like black.
Me too. I like it looking kind of disheveled and crappy. That would only happen if, you know, just don't expect it to happen. I'm not going to say any reasons. I just prefer it like that, actually.
Keeps the sun from reflecting in your eyes.
If it were flat.
And if it was a nice paint job, you'd see all the dirt, so.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Like Freiberger says, once you paint something, you start to have expectations for it. So right now, it looks like shit, so I don't expect much out of it. If it looked perfect, I'd expect it to run perfect, and that's just setting myself up for failure.
Either waste money on parts or waste money on paint.
Yeah.
Parts.
I'd rather go fast than look fast.
If you go fast enough, nobody gives a shit what it looks like.
Yeah. Go fast until they can't see you.
Yeah.
Travis Hall says, me and a buddy live about 30-ish minutes east-ish of you. Turbo 240 and a cam Trans Am. If you're ever down to do some polls whenever we get our 3 weeks of summer back. I would love to. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I've been looking for people relatively close to do stuff with. That was kind of awkward wording. You know what I mean, though. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram and we'll eventually figure something out. It says Turbo 240. I don't know if that's... It's probably like a Nissan 240SX, like a drift car. But I think it'd be fun.
Where was everybody when I had the opening on?
I know.
I sell it and all of a sudden this shit all pops up.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much have this truck now.
Yeah.
As soon as they're both done, I want to run them against each other.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Let's see. Mead Quick says, I have a 2004 3. I bought a park truck 2006 Silverado 5.3. Is it possible to swap the engine? Yeah. I think you'll just need the engine, wiring harness, maybe a couple other things. Obviously the exhaust.
Cutting torch and welder. You can put anything in anything.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Not saying it's gonna run, but it'll look cool.
Joel Bravo, should I put a cam in my completely stock Silverado?
Yes.
Absolutely. 100% do it. If you haven't already done it by now, shame on you.
Bigger the better.
Cesar Rejaldo, I'm not good with Spanish names, I'm sorry. Cesar Regalado. I have a 95 Dodge Ram 5.2 project truck. Any suggestions to make it faster? It's stock, thinking about adding a cam and long tube headers. What else can I do to it? I mean, the basics for a naturally aspirated motor: heads, cam, intake, exhaust. Past that, nitrous or some sort of power adder. Or gears. Rear gears will make it feel a lot faster.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually add horsepower, but it'll feel a lot faster.
Keep it in second gear so the motor's revved loud. You'll think you're really flying.
Yeah. Just run long tube headers and nothing else.
Yeah.
I think that was the title of the one video. Ryan Schaefer, what would be the best LSA for low end torque? 112 or 114? It's, the way I understand it is the higher the lobe separation angle, the further up in the RPM it pushes the power. So like a 114 might make peak power at like 6,000, whereas a 112 might make it at like 58. And that's really like a broad way of looking at it, but that's how I've always understood it. So probably the 112 would make better low end power. Mike Coxey, it's an unfortunate name.
Sorry, I've been hell in school.
I hope, I don't want to laugh.
All right.
How fast does your trucks want to raise? Not very fast, and yes. I think the Gold truck, the best it's run at the track so far has been a 13.6 at 106.
But we lost boost 3/4 of the way down the track.
Well, at like the 300 foot it stumbled, and I think that's because the injectors
Yeah, that's right.
were too small. So I mean, the truck, once it's all figured out, it should be a low 12-second truck. Should be, probably won't be, but yeah, we'll race. Let's see, I'm trying to think of questions that are relevant for everyone. 04 Chevy _ 6878. I think I'm having converter issues. When I go to power stall it, I give half pedal, then when I go for the other half, it loses all power. I don't know.
What, like the motor just stumbles, stalls out?
I don't know. It's really hard to diagnose your guys' problems over the internet. Diagnosing things, you kind of have to be there in person and experience it and do a little bit of testing. When you just say like, hey, I'm having this issue, like my engine's misfiring, what's the problem? There's so many different things it could be.
Did he have 4-barrel on it?
I don't think he said.
Oh.
He just said he thinks he's having a converter issue when he goes to like brake torque it to do a burnout.
And then floors it?
Yeah, he said like at half pedal, it's all right, I think. And then when he goes full throttle,
that way.
when he goes full throttle, it cuts out.
All right, on my El Camino, I was running two 650 Hollies, and it was doing the same thing. On the secondary, I had to adjust things back a ways. Somehow, I don't know what it does, but from after that, it's in your carburetor. Because after that, I could just nail it, and it was like the quick 600 horse, and it just rocked after that. But before that, I'd stomp on it, and it'd just fall flat on its face, and then pick up slowly. And yeah, that was embarrassing. But yeah, it was in the carburetor. It was on the secondaries. You can adjust it a little. Try that. If you don't run a carburetor, forget everything I just said.
Yeah, if you have a stock like 2000,
Yeah.
then probably your transmission could be slipped. So we're at like 15 minutes with this video, so we're probably going to end this one here, but we're going to have 2 more videos throughout the week, one on Wednesday, one on Friday.
It's this part here you adjust. That's what it was.
There you go. And we're still doing the Black December sale until the end of the month, so if you want merch, links down below. Use the promo code Santa69 for 25% off, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Later.
Hope we answered something. If not, oh well.